Hey there everybody, Jerry here from Android Central, and we've got the Motorola Atrix HD in our hot little hands, and we wanted to show it off to you guys. A lot of people have been waiting to get a good look at it. We'll start with the outside. Let me shut the screen off so we don't inadvertently bump a bunch of buttons. Candy bar, black slab phone, not totally black, but you get the idea. 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, and a little speaker grill up there. All the standard sensors are there. The phone will shut off when you put it next to your head, and if the room is bright, the text on the screen will brighten. Motorola logo down here, completely on-screen buttons, so there's no capacitive buttons for everybody that's been waiting for them. Not really a full beveled screen, but we'll try to get some stills close up. There is a slight bevel to the edge of the glass where it meets this plastic frame. Quality plastic, I know that's important to a lot of people. It's just not cheap feeling like we know from some other manufacturers. Flip her around here. On the right hand side, you've got a power button and your volume switch. Just, pretty standard. Nothing on the bottom. Over here on the side, this is pretty neat. Let's pop her open. That's your SIM card and SD card go in there. It takes a micro SIM and a micro SD card. SIM on this side, micro SD over here. Close it up. It's not going to be waterproof or anything. It's a door on there just to keep it from getting all gunky and nasty inside. On the back, you've got this silvery white. Probably doesn't, translate well in a video, but it's silvery white case. Kevlar insert here in the center. It's not going to stop a bullet, but it feels nice, looks nice. 8 megapixel camera, LED flash. There's your speaker. Secondary microphone, probably, and we'll find all this out. Probably works well having one there for taking video. And up top, you've got your headphone jack, USB, and HDMI. This does have a dedicated HDMI out. Doesn't, not MHL through the USB port. So let's turn this thing on, and yeah, it's ice cream sandwich. It's blur, but it's not that bad. You see the lock screen, you've got a shortcut to phone, camera, text, or unlock. That's pretty cool. We see it from other manufacturers, shortcuts on the lock screen. Always good to have. You've got this is part of the new blur, and this is something I really like. We'll demonstrate here with the text messaging widget. It's got an action built into it. You just swipe up and it opens your unread messages. That's pretty slick. People widget does the same thing. Phone, all the Motorola blur built things. Email client, not Gmail, the browser. If it's built by Motorola, it's got this little action if you put a shortcut to your home screen. I really dig that. That's something, new that Moto's bringing to the table, and it's something that, it's productive. That's pretty cool. You've got, it's ice cream sandwich. It's blurified, but blur isn't that horribly ugly and clunky and nasty on it. I'm not going to say that I prefer it, but I'm not going to say that I hate it. It's something that you'll have to try. I think that, in the past, if you've liked Motorola phones, you've liked their quality, but were a little bit put off by their software, you're going to love this. We'll look here in the app drawer real quick. You've got all your AT&T bloat and all your Motorola bloat. Some of it's not bloat, but that's what we call it anyway. You're going to have to make that decision yourself. Amazon Kindle, I put Android system info on there because I wanted to check a little bit of the specs. Code scanner, family map, AT&T navigator, AT&T ready to go, AT&T smart Wi-Fi. Then you've got all your other Motorola stuff here, Facebook, and then you've got your Google bloat here. There's G+. A lot of people don't care for it, but it's baked in. Latitude, live TV, AT&T messaging. I know that's a pretty cool app. A lot of people use that. My AT&T, Google Play Books, Movies, Music, the store, Quick for video chatting, Real Racing 2, Smart Actions are built in. Then you've got the new blur text messaging, vehicle mode, voice commands. everything you'd expect and probably more than you would want, but there's some useful stuff in there. Pull down this. Notice there's no widgets in the status bar, notification bar up here. I kind of wish they were. I want somebody to do that on Android 4 or higher. We'll go into the settings, and this is where it looks a little bit more like Blur of the Past, but as long as the function is there, I won't say too much. It's running Android 4.0.4, which would have been the latest until the newest code dropped, and this was built and got ready on the 23rd of June, so this is not very old. I just wanted to bring that up. Kernel version is 3.0.8 if you're into that sort of thing. And everything else, you know, other than through the settings, other than the way it looks, it's pretty standard. You've got everything there. Data usage is there. You know, more. You've got your network settings. No NFC on the unit. I'm not sure why that is. I would have liked to have seen it. Sound display, storage, battery, apps, storage. Let's have a look at that. Get it up here. You got 5 gigabytes internal, and you know, space for an SD card. You saw that there. So you know, you can expand it. 5 gigs. Hopefully that's partitioned with a nice big chunk for the apps. We'll definitely have a look at that. Your developer options are here. You know, that's where you turn on USB debugging and a bunch of other things you probably shouldn't touch. Printer settings, that's, you know, new. That's for Motorola. We don't see that on most phones. It's for, you know, cloud printing on your network. Security, everything is there that we expect. We're really going to give this thing a run through their money. I haven't had a Motorola phone in my hands for a while, and I think this was a great one to get back into it with. Looks good, feels good, nice and thin, new software. I'm really going to see what I can do to either make it or break it with this thing, and I'll be sure to share everything with you guys. Until then, I am out of here. Talk to you later.